I've got to start with asking if there are any concrete plans for a sequel.
There are none of the plans have been immersed in concrete, as far as I know. But we'll see.
I made a concrete statue of what I think Weasel would look like in his spin-off. And so I gave that to the president of Fox. I'm still waiting to hear back.
Chiseled.
I did chisel it.
Chiseled from Chiswick.
Chisel
That's
jaw.
what the sequel's called. There's talk. To answer your question seriously, there is talk. But
There's talk between Ryan and I primarily. That's it.
Mostly it's been text.
It's on the phone. It's texting. Yeah.
How did you get into the mindset of playing a complete sociopath like Ajax?
The two reference points throughout the whole movie were Rutger Hauer's character in Blade Runner, Roy Batty, and Harold Shipman, the serial killer. But what we wanted was somebody who wasn't evil, but something who was lacking empathy and positive feelings such as remorse and responsibility and all of that. So it was interesting and pretty dark researching Ajax as a character.
If you were having a crossover film, how would you combine Deadpool's comedy with the X-Men's seriousness?
Well, I think that they're somewhat complementary in certain ways, but that's tough.
There's a little bit of that in the movie.
Yeah, you do see that in the film, but you have to respect the X-Men universe in as much as there are millions and millions and millions of fans out there that love the X-Men universe, and they don't want some character coming in and monkeying around with their mythology. So, but I think what works best with Deadpool is actually pairing him with somebody who is actually just quite literally the opposite of him, which is why we have Colossus in the movie. And I would love to see them create an X-Force movie in the future. That'd be really fun.
But he's right. You got to respect the X-Men. Respect X-Men.
Or that.
What is the one Deadpool story that you would advise people to read?
The Daniel Way collection. The Daniel Way collection is phenomenal. I mean, there is 4 volumes to it. I particularly love the miniseries with Hulk. He becomes really depressed, and he's just like, I can't die. And he's just like, I can't be bothered with all of this. Like, if I can't die, and it goes really dark. And so he's like, no one can kill me. None of these guys are Hulk. I'm gonna fight Hulk, I'm gonna wind up Hulk and get him to kill me. And usually when you see Hulk in the comics, everyone's trying to run away from him or they're powerful. He's giving him nuclear weapons and getting them to blow up in Hulk's arms so that Hulk will come back angry. And it's a wonderful mini-series.
Who would Deadpool's ultimate superhero showdown be with?
For me, if I was just a Deadpool fan, it would be with Death. Because he's both in love with Death, and there's a very complicated relationship there. So I would love to see that. I just think, with Deadpool, you always take expectation and come 90 degrees to it. And so, yeah. But if I had to choose someone in the X-Men universe, I would probably have to say Wolverine or something. I would sort of love to see Deadpool and Magneto in the same room and see how that kind of plays out.
What would Deadpool's message be to the Chinese censors that refused this film?
We haven't even talked about that.
Divided by fear, one man must stand alone. Deadpool, rated fuck you, you'll never see this. No, honestly, it's easy for me to wear that as a badge of honor. Like, we got banned in China. I hate that. I wish, I love China, and I would love the people of China to see Deadpool.
It's too bad because, the reason they're banning it is I don't think they get a lot of the irony, which ironic humor isn't huge in China. But they have such a good sense of humor. There's so many hilarious action movies there. That's what this is. It is a bummer that market won't get to see it. So we encourage everybody to make their way over to America and check it out starting in February.